and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys, where as far as I'm concerned, the season starts right here. Today is the very first day of hopefully what's to come, because finally, Barça have arrived, bringing the kind of excitement and the kind of attacking play that we have been hoping for, and we were led tonight by our brand new signing, João Félix, who was electric. It's a big Barça win. It's a big Barça performance. And we're going to be talking all about it right here. I'm feeling much better now. It's been a much better weekend. So come on. And let's do it. Because I do have to say, guys, that even from the get-go, even before the game had even started, it just felt as though tonight, returning here from the international break, as though the feeling was very different. Even inside of the stadium, we saw a much more vibrant atmosphere. We saw a much better attendance inside the stadium tonight, which is great to see ahead of 3 home games in a row. And I just think the feeling amongst the fans, there was optimism. And I think the new signings certainly did contribute a lot towards that tonight. And I think the lineup from Xavi, it only added to that excitement there, because you were looking at it thinking, okay, is Joao Cancelo going to start? Is João Félix going to start? To see them both there together, that was a huge lift for me. And actually to see 3 forwards in that team, Robert Lewandowski down the middle, João Félix off to the left, and Ferran Torres getting a much deserved start out on the right-hand side. Gundogan was on the bench after that knock that he had in the international break. Koundé and Christensen at centre-back, and that was the team that we entered into battle with at the Olympic Stadium. And I do want to stress, guys, before we even get on to the goals, before we talk about those big match moments, let's just start by saying 3 attackers. This is the way to go. The difference in this team tonight was absolutely staggering. It was night and day. We've got so many quality forwards at this club now. We have an abundance of options, different kinds of players as well. And you know what? Today, we've seen them all. We've seen all that Barça has to offer. And it looks exciting. It looks really dangerous, and not for us. And we have to use these attacking players now. Xavi, don't revert back to 4 midfielders. Let's not go back into our shell. We've seen the damage that we can do as a team. We've seen the threats that we have. And 3 attacking players. This is the path that we have to follow. And of course, the impact of João Félix, like I say tonight. He was absolutely outstanding. On your home debut, we know how much he wanted to be here. I think there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders as well, making this move to Barça. It's a big moment in his career, and yet, look at the confidence about his play tonight. Look at the way that he demonstrated all of the ability that he has in the first half, and it's the pace that he brought to our game. And I'm not even talking there about on the ball in terms of he's a very fast player, but simply in terms of his mind, his speed of thought there, his clarity of thinking, the positions that he takes up in between the lines, picking up pockets of space. And you know what? He keeps the attack rolling. He doesn't break down attacks, he doesn't stop our flow. He keeps everything moving, everything going on there, and he is so clever about the way that he plays there and the way that he can just maneuver around the field in so many areas. And of course, it wasn't just about João Félix, it wasn't just here about the attacking players at Barça, because Joao Cancelo, what a debut for him, what a moment here in his first home game at Barça. He demonstrated all of his quality, and you're just looking at these 2 players right now, players that came in, don't forget, on deadline day, on loan. We didn't pay anything for them, technically, in terms of transfer fee, and yet, these are incredible players. If we can get them continuing here at this level consistently, we are in for something special with what they can offer this team, with what they've shown tonight so early on in their Barça careers. This is magic. And you start with the João Félix goal, because actually everybody's involved in this one. You can see here it is Cancelo that is the one winning the ball back into a perfect area there, nice and high up the field. Ferran then feeds it into Oriol Romeo. He's of course going under the radar, as he always does. Wonderful ball into the box to João Félix, who takes it on his chest, and look at him, he's battling. He never gives up on that ball, he never gives up on that chance, and in the end he ends up at a really tight angle, but he finds the finish there. And I was so so happy for him when he got that goal. You could see what it meant to him. You could see how much he wanted it. And he absolutely deserved that goal tonight. But he didn't stop there, because that's the thing about this young man. It's not just about the goals. It's not just about the assists. It's the overall game. He is bringing something special to this team. And just look at this here, because technically he doesn't even get involved in this. Christensen plays the ball to João Felix. He plays it there in a central area, and these are the kinds of pockets here that Felix can pick up nice and close to Lewandowski, and he just lets the ball run. It's a wonderful dummy there. He knows the run that Lewandowski's making. He's understanding the movement already, again, so quickly and early in his Barca career, and it's a wonderful finish there from Lewandowski. And I just think here, Robert Lewandowski, he's going to enjoy playing a lot with João Felix. He is going to enjoy having somebody a bit closer to him, playing off him there, being able to make these kinds of runs, open up the spaces, play little passes into him. Lewandowski will thrive a lot more, you feel, with somebody of the quality of João Felix in behind him. And I thought right throughout the first half, whether it was João Felix, whether it was Lewandowski, Ferran Torres was working tirelessly there on the right-hand side. You had Balde and Cancelo both bombing on in the full-back areas. It was wonderful to watch from Barca, and suddenly it felt as though the excitement's back. You know, we've been waiting for good performances, good quality displays, actually taking the game to our opposition, and tonight, like I say, even before the second half's goals, it was there. It was back. The Barca we wanted to see. Because when you do look there at the goals in the second half, guys, looking first of all at the Ferran Torres free kick. Now, I've got to say, guys, as soon as he was stood over this free kick, the way that he was looking at it, the way that he was sort of sizing himself up to take it, he had a belief about him, Ferran, and actually it's a belief that we've seen all season long. He just looks locked in. He looks like a changed man right now. He steps up to this free kick, he knows exactly what he wants to do, and he does it. He wants to score. That's what he does. He whips it around the wall. Really clever free kick there. Good power on it. And finally, guys, so many things have happened tonight. One of the craziest moments is we've scored a free kick. We have done it at last. Scored a free kick. The first since Lionel Messi has left the club. And I love the celebration too once again from Ferran. The passion again we're seeing from him. The motivation, the drive. And it seems as though every single forward right now at Barca, look at how they're working. Look at the motivation behind every performance. They know they've got to make their mark because of the competition that we have in this team right now. Ferran is doing good things every single game. He's banging on the door, and again, he did himself no harm at all today. But of course, after that goal, guys, he was immediately taken off by Xavi. Ferran Torres there leaving the field, as did Joao Felix, as did Oriol Romeo. All of those players there rested on the 60th minute mark, and I think, quite frankly, ahead of so many games to come, it is only natural that we will see plenty of rotation from Xavi. I was just happy, though, that two more attackers came on. Lamine Yamal, Raphinha coming on as well, and also İlkay Gündoğan there. And the incredible thing was, you had Ferran going off, you had João Felix coming off, players there who left their mark on the game. On comes Raphinha, and he scores immediately. It was absolutely remarkable tonight, guys, to see Raphinha here. He receives the ball from Lewandowski, one touch out of his feet, and what a strike that is! Outside the box there, it's a sort of inside-out finish on his left foot, whipping it across goal, and it is an absolute wonderful goal. And it was just a festival of wonderful goals tonight. It was an absolute feast of them at the Olympic Stadium, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it at long last. And there was still one more. There was still one more magical moment to feast our eyes on, because João Cancelo had to get in on the act, didn't he? Because, like I say, all night long, he was showing his quality there. You had bursting runs, you had skills on the ball that he was showing there, wonderful touches in really tight spaces, and everything that he was doing, it all looked like a Barca fullback. He looked so suited to that role. But what about his goal? He takes it on there. Robert Lewandowski feeding him the ball. He's nice and advanced on that right side. And in terms of here, twisting inside and out, this is how versatile he is on both sides there. This is the way that he can go on the outside. He can go on the inside. You don't know how to mark him because he can easily do either. And he absolutely ties Real Betis there up in knots. And he finds the finish. If we can get this man, like I say, playing at this level, consistently doing this, We know how good he is. At Man City, during his best times, we cannot forget he was one of, if not the, best fullback in the world. Going forward, he is an absolutely wonderful player. There is no doubt about that. And tonight, it was on full show from Joao Cancelo. And I'm just so happy right now, guys. I really, really well and truly am. Just happy to see us doing what we want to be doing. This is the Barca that we've wanted to be seeing here. The relentless attitude about scoring more and more goals. It coming from so many different areas. You didn't know where the next goal was going to pop up tonight. And this is just what we've been waiting for. And I'm so happy here, right after the international break, ahead of all of these games to come, and big ones to come too. This is what we needed. The confidence, the momentum now that we can take in to all of these games to come. And I did mention that I have been feeling a little bit unwell, a bit sick over the past few days. You might be able to hear it in my voice, guys. But this has given me a lift, and as always, you guys have done that too. Thank you indeed for all of your kind messages, for tuning in here tonight. And I want to know, in the comments down below, how are you feeling? What did you make of that performance? And which of those goals, if you can pick one, which was your favourite? Let me know all of that down below. I'll see you soon. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.